Speak about a cultural event that you celebrate in your country. My home country is a land of festivals and celebrations. People enjoy them during different seasons and time of the year. Even government also promote festivals and cultural events like youth festival, film festival, rose festival, mango festival, etc. But the festival about which I would like to speak is the Spring Festival, organized by the development authorities in my city. The event takes place every year in the month of February in Topiary Park in Sector 5, Panchkula. This festival is organized in the spring season to enjoy nature in different aspects. People working in the field of horticulture department display a variety of garden and pot flowers and plants. School and college students are invited for competitions in the flower arrangement, garland making, rangoli baking, dry foliage, and painting. Also, folk artists participate in the event to show folk art and culture in the form of songs and dance. Along with this, dance as well as singing competitions are organized during the festival. Children enjoy a lot of various eating points on different kinds of swings. Apart from this, companies display product promotion stalls that provide information related to various gadgets and devices. This type of event is very important to preserve culture and heritage of a country. It generates unity, harmony, and integrity among people. It's equally important to me because every year I also participate in the festival for planting and rangoli competition. In addition to this, I enjoy the festival with my family. It's a really good time and season of the year to enjoy nature and folk art. In a nutshell, I think these festivals and events add new color in everyone's life. What is the importance of cultural events and festival celebrations in a country? Celebrations always bring happiness and joy for people. The cultural and festival celebrations are really important to exchange and inculcate the cultural and traditional values among people. It shows dignity and diversity, warmness in relations, and moreover, the talent of participants gets recognition due to these functions. It helps to pass on the culture to the next generation. How have the cultural celebrations and festivals changed in your country? As time changes, everything changes. Cultural celebrations and festivals have changed a lot in my country. Previously, limited celebrations were organized that too had homes, but now people meet each other, exchange expensive gifts, and even celebrate collectively in their localities. There's a huge amount of money involved to make it more successful and expressive. Can traditions help to bridge the gap between generations? Generation gap is not new in the society. Every generation has to face it. I think traditions help to bridge the gap between generations. Through traditions, people come closer to each other. They sit together, share their feelings, emotions, memories, and enjoy the celebrations. This connects past time to the present. Is it necessary for immigrants to adopt customs and festivals that are celebrated in their new country? No, in my opinion, it's not necessary to adopt customs and festivals that are celebrated in their new country, but people should be given freedom to participate and adopt, since it's a beautiful experience of changing our feelings and attitude. Furthermore, it is a perfect example of global one world. What's the role of media in the promotion of cultural events and festivals globally? Media plays a major role in the promotion of cultural events and festivals. It telecasts the events and make people feel united globally, and moreover people feel their presence even while sitting in their homes. Why did you like the dress? I'm a shopaholic, and shopping is my passion. I like to buy new clothes on different occasions. I buy traditional as well as modern clothes for me and my family. Here I would like to speak about a dress which I bought 6 months ago for the wedding occasion of my brother. The dress is a pure silk sari of bottle green color with golden border. I wanted to buy a special traditional sari. I started searching for it at various reputed and renowned showrooms and outlets but couldn't find anything appealing. Ultimately, I saw an exotic and unique collection of designer saris at Fame Sari Shop in Sector 22. I spent nearly 2 hours there to select an exclusive designer sari for myself and bought a beautiful green silk sari. This sari has a typical designer border and a graceful corner beautifully embellished with beads and embedded diamond stones. The silk fabric is wrinkle-free, smooth, and very attractive. To make the dress more elegant, I bought diamond jewelry and bangles also. I wore it on the occasion of my brother's marriage. The complete dress gave a sophisticated and stylish look. Many people gave me compliments. My husband and close friends appreciated my choice. It elevated my confidence and charm of the occasion as well. I like the dress because of its dress material, color combination, and above all, it suits to my personality. So it was due to this dress I got recognition, identification, and appreciation on the occasion, not just from my relatives, but also from the relatives of the bride. Is there any difference in the garment buying habits of men and women? Shopping is sometimes an obsession for females. Whenever they get a chance to buy things, they never miss it. I observe women are more sensitive and choosy than men. Women are in a habit of bargaining also. Men are not very selective. They prefer to buy branded clothes, and that too according to their convenience. Most of the males like to shop from branded showrooms, and they don't waste their precious time in unnecessary arguments. What's the difference between the attitude of young and old people in buying clothes? Youngsters usually buy bright color, designer, stylish, and fashionable clothes. They are always ready to spend on fashionable and latest designer clothes. They hardly care for the cost. On the other hand, old people buy clothes which are comfortable and also suits their personality, status, and also the occupation. Why do some people prefer branded clothes only? In my opinion, people prefer branded clothes only because of their uniqueness and quality. Apart from this, they are sold in big and famous shops, and they have a guarantee towards color and quality with a bill. For branded clothes, if any problem arises, they are always replaced. In fact, buying such clothes for ourselves is a pleasure. Why are more and more young people crazy for fashion? I think more and more young people are crazy for fashion because they want to change their looks and add new styles for their life. They also think fashionable personality is more attractive and they are preferred more among their peer as compared to others. Do you think employees should wear uniform at their working place? Why or why not? Yes, I feel employees should wear a uniform at their working place to bring a sense of equality and uniformity, And moreover, I think it is an identity of an employee which differentiates him from a customer in a company. The different color uniforms for different designations specify the role signs of a particular employee. Use of communication devices is becoming very popular these days. I'm also fascinated towards using many communication devices like computers, laptops, landline phones, cell phones, and many more, but the communication device which I use regularly is my cell phone, which is of Nokia company and of black color with colored touch screen. It's sleek and has an elegant look. The cell phone was gifted to me by my parents on my last birthday. Since then, I'm using this phone for communication and many other purposes. The device has a number of features. Along with regular features, it has all the latest applications like video camera, Bluetooth, FM, and internet facility. It also has currency and time converter, phone directory, etc. It is very useful to me and I use all the facilities as per requirement. I use it to communicate with my parents, friends, and relatives when I'm away from home. It stores all the details of received calls, dialed numbers, and even missed calls when switched off. I use it to send and write as well as pictures and messages, especially on festivals and other celebrations. It's very helpful to me. In the morning, I get up by its alarm, and moreover, I enjoy devotional songs through its FM radio. That's not all. With this, it has a 3.2 megapixel camera, which helps to capture memorable moments and photographs. This device is not only helpful to me, but also to other family members, as the gadget has large storage capacity, so it's useful to store data. The internet facility on the phone is incredible. It helps me to access Facebook and send emails while traveling, and which saves me a lot of time. Hence, in the present lifestyle, I think it's a perfect device without which our life is incomplete. What are the advantages of cell phone? Cell phone is the fastest and the latest mode of communication. It's not only useful for communicating with others, but it also helps in data storage, sending messages, listening to music, and capturing moments through video camera. The uniqueness of features helps everyone to carry out miscellaneous tasks with a single device. What is the disadvantage of using cell phone? Though cell phone is very much useful, but as everything has its pros and cons, so cell phones are also harmful in many ways, like people misuse cell phones for sending wrong messages, multimedia snaps, and various viruses. It is said that cell phone vibrations are also harmful for heart and brain. Addiction to anything is always harmful. Anything used in limits is useful. Do you think technology has made communication easy? And how do you think that? Yes, in my opinion, technology has definitely made communication easy. It helps a person to be in touch with other people anytime, easily and quickly. It has made businesses and working systems easy, fast and highly economical. A person living at a far place can connect easily with another person and feel close. Due to technology, the distance today is no longer a barrier in communication. How does technology help in the progress of a country? Technology helps to increase production at a reduced cost. This increases the economy of a country. Moreover, people get more employment opportunities and also a good living standard which gives them satisfaction. This helps a country to progress. Do you think communication devices are making people less social, as people think that they are more busy on their phone and interact through mails, so face to face interaction has reduced, and this is making people less social? But this is a narrow view, which is not true. I feel it's connecting and bringing people more closer, even to those who are at distant places. Today, people meet each other through different social sites like Facebook and Twitter, so people today are more social. How do you think the electronic equipments have created the way of life? In my opinion, it has totally changed the way we live. It has connected people globally, as people can connect with anyone, anywhere sitting at home. In addition to this, it has broadened the outlook by providing large amount of information. People these days give more importance to education, profession, and work. They have changed the ways they used to follow earlier. It has made people fast and preoccupied. On the other hand, unlimited usage of electronic gadgets has forced people to lead and live a sedentary life also. How do electronic equipments affect our health? I observe that use of electronic equipments has reduced physical work amongst people, due to which they now suffer more from physical ailments like obesity, backaches, eye problems, etc. Not only this, electronic devices are also responsible for mental problems like stress and depression. Do you think this equipment will also undergo technological changes in the future? Yes, as the time is moving, we observe new changes are coming up in every device. They are becoming more durable. Maybe in the future we will have remote controlled refrigerators with sensors to work for us. Can you name some of the equipments commonly used at workplaces in your country? Along with operational machines required for particular tasks, people use computers, laptops, printers, and cell phones commonly at workplaces in my country. In the present time, I feel people are handicapped without their instruments, which have made work a lot easier, accurate, and more effective. How do you think the use of technological household equipments has changed the lifestyle? I think it has totally changed the lifestyle. People in the past used to do a lot of work manually, which was time and energy consuming, but nowadays we see the use of these equipments has made the household work easy and time saving. People are now in a habit of using household devices and they spend a lot on them. It has also compelled people to live a comfortable life. Is there any disadvantage of using these equipments in day-to-day life? Everything has its pros and cons. Instead of manual work, people are using automatic equipments which save time and energy, but I think there are more chances of accidents. People are becoming enthusiastic about these equipments and now they can't work manually. They are living an inactive life which has given birth to many health problems. Do you think the trend of using technical household equipments will change or remain the same in the near future? I think it will remain the same. People want to live a luxurious and comfortable life, and moreover, using these equipments at home not only makes life easy, but have also become a status symbol. People are becoming more and more captivated towards these equipments. Describe a historical place. India is famous for its history, culture, and heritage. It is also popular in the world for its historical places. My country has many historical places in different cities. Some of the well known places are Qutub Minar in Delhi, Golden Temple, and Jallianwala Bagh in Amritsar. I would like to speak about one of the seven wonders of the world, that is Taj Mahal. I visited Delhi last year with my family to attend a celebration. Some of the relatives from overseas decided to visit Agra to see the Taj Mahal. I also accompanied them. It was memorizing to see the beauty of the Taj. The beautiful monument is situated on the bank of the river Yamuna. The edifice is made up of white marble, which was specially brought from Rajasthan. A fountain garden in the front of this marvelous structure enhances its grandeur. This memorial is a masterpiece of art and the symbol of love. The monument was built under the reign of Mughal monarch Shah Jahan in the loving memory of his beloved wife Mumtaz. It is said that nearly 20,000 people were employed to build it, and it took nearly 20 years to complete the structure. The splendor of the monument can be described in words. The beauty is really awesome in full moon night. I like the beauty of the place along with the monument and the art of work done by craftsmen of that period. When I saw this historic figure, I felt that the work is done through hardened hands. I think it is the best tribute to the world that symbolizes both love and art. It and its beauty, which attracts tourists not only from my country but also from overseas. What is the importance of historical places in our life? Historical places are very important in our life. They are the messengers of history. They tell us about the lifestyle, culture, traditions, and religion of the past. Through various monuments, history speaks to the future generation. They are practical and also life learning centers. What, according to you, are the threats to historical places or monuments? According to me, the biggest threat is the pollution through air and water. Both types of pollution damage the appearance and structure of the building. Another threat is visitors themselves. Sometimes visitors themselves are not able to maintain the discipline and regulations. They, out of the craze, try to damage the building. Nowadays, a new threat is terrorism. Terrorists target historical buildings for various reasons. How can we protect these buildings? In my opinion, we can protect these buildings individually, as well as with the help of government. There should be strict security at these places. People shouldn't only avoid damaging these monuments, but also try to protect these buildings by maintaining cleanliness and by not using these areas for developing industries and related activities around these places. The government should also preserve the heritage and its value by setting up various boards and organizations to look after it. Do you think government should maintain the monuments as they are, or they should develop the infrastructure? In my opinion, government should maintain the monuments as they are. Otherwise, it will reduce the charm and original effect of the monument. Ultimately, it's the history, art, architectural work which attracts tourists. Do you think monuments will be important for people in the future? Yes, I think they will be important as they are now. These monuments are not only important for people who only come to see and enjoy the beauty, but also for students who study and carry out research programs on these monuments. These researches are carried out in my country as well as in other countries. So these monuments will remain important for all the generations. It's about important letter. Letters are one of the most important means of communication in my country. The form changes from time to time. Earlier it was pen and paper letters, which were popular, but nowadays emails are most popular. I receive many important letters like letter from a pen friend, interview letters, and many more. But the letter which I would like to speak here is my appointment letter which I received from Achievers, the education hub, to work as a trainer. I received the letter last year in the month of August at my home through post. Last year I completed my MBA and I was searching for a part-time job for about 4 to 5 hours. I was trying for a job where I could teach students, interact with people, and explore my knowledge and skills. I applied to many local institutions. Fortunately, I was called for an interview by this prestigious institution. I was not confirmed about my selection. However, 3 days after my interview, I got my appointment letter. The letter was from the corporate office and was sent by the director of the institution. The contents of the letter were an offer for an appointment, terms and conditions, date of joining, the job hours and job responsibilities, the salary package with incentives, and extra benefits which the institution would provide. I was overwhelmed with joy after receiving the letter. I immediately called up my mother and friends to share the happiness. It was very difficult at that moment to express the happiness in words. I'm still working with the institution. My employers are fully satisfied with my services and I also feel connected while serving them. Did you expect this letter? Yes, I was expecting this appointment letter because it was my previous work experience and results which supported most of my qualification, and the institute was searching for an experienced faculty to handle all the students of different ages and from varied backgrounds. Did you think that the medium of letter writing has changed now? Yes, definitely it has changed totally. Previously, people used to write letters with pen and paper, but nowadays the trend is altogether different. People draft personal as well as official letters on computers using emails, which is the fastest and the cheapest medium of communication. Do you think use of computer for writing has affected writing skills of a person? Yes, writing on computer means typing words through keyboard. Once a person becomes regular to it, he or she generally avoids using paper and pen, which I think affects writing skills. Writing through keyboard improves typing skills, and writing on paper and ink improves the writing skills. I think continuous practice helps to improve handwriting. What is the advantage of emails? Emails are the cheapest and the fastest medium of communication. Along with this, one can transfer large amount of data like photographs, information videos, etc. in no time. It connects people within splits of seconds, whether a person is overseas or at home. What are the drawbacks of emails? It's not that emails has advantages only. It has disadvantages also. The biggest disadvantage is that a person should have the knowledge of English language, as all the communication on computer is done in English, and moreover, one must know how to operate a computer. Another drawback is that these days people use emails for sending virus and committing frauds also. So sometimes the authenticity and reliability of information is not confirmed. It's about learning English. Learning is an important aspect of life. A person goes on learning one or the other thing from time to time whether the need arises. I did my course like painting, sculpturing, dancing, and fashion designing, but last year I joined an English course to enhance fluency and remove hesitation in speaking the language. I studied the course at Achievers, the education hub Panchkula. When I completed my graduation and decided to start my professional career in corporate sector, I found that the major limitation was speaking in English. Though I studied in an English medium school, but I hesitated to speak English fluently. So I decided to join an English speaking course. The course was a complete package of learning English. It included grammar, vocabulary, speaking, which included art of conversation, improving auditory skills, group discussions, presentations, along with personality development. I liked the course because it covered all the aspects of English through different techniques like smartboard teaching, conversations, presentations, learning through games, multimedia, etc. I liked the conversation course mostly. It really helped me to remove my fear of English hesitation while speaking, and it increased my confidence. Overall, the course helped me a lot, and presently I'm able to speak English fluently. Although the course improvised my speaking in English, it has helped me in my job as well. Presently, I'm working in a multinational company as a senior trainer. Due to my conversation skills, I meet international trainers, and my company prefers to send me overseas on different company projects. Overall, I can say that English course was really helpful to me for my personal as well as professional growth. Why do people in your country hesitate to speak in English? My country is not an English-speaking country. English is a second language, and moreover, students are not encouraged to speak in English in schools during their childhood. People learn English and study it as one of the language and subject at school, but as they do not get English environment, so they hesitate to speak in English. At home also, people speak native language. So English in my country is treated as an official language used for official purpose only. Why do people these days study English? English is an international language, and most of the work these days demands not only the knowledge of English but also communication in English. People these days are paying a lot to study and work in English countries. Without the knowledge of English today, people in my country are treated as uneducated. That's why the demand of learning English is increasing. It is essential in every field of work. As the world is becoming global, its need and presence has also increased. How do you think learning English will benefit along with the native language? I think learning English is really helpful among the native language. Most of the work these days is in English language in all the states in my country. And moreover, online work demands knowledge of English language. Not only this, at workplace, in corporate sectors, people have to speak with other people from English countries. But to communicate with the local people, communication in local language is also necessary. What do you think is the best way to learn English? In my view, the best way to learn English is under the guidance of a tutor. A person can increase vocabulary and writing skills through regular study of English literature like newspaper, magazines, etc. Also with this, people can watch English movies and channels as well. Do you think people in your country will love to speak English in future? Yes, I think the demand of English language is growing day by day. Every work in all fields is being done in English, and the trend will remain the same in near future also. People will feel comfortable with English language and ultimately they will love to speak English.